When did it all become so complicated? And what does it even mean that you want someone who's like the best of the best? Like, are we all just too cool for each other? Like, I feel like the dating culture of swiping through people as if we're another option, just another option, like kind of choosing like a cloth or choosing like a grocery store item. You're constantly swiping for a better personality, better appearance, better sense of humor, better job, better income, whatever it is that the society deems as valuable. And almost as if you're trying to choose this like most idealized version of the opposite gender that you're trying to date. It's really starting to make me think about like, where is this all going? What is the point of choosing the perfect person for you? Like, what if you find the most idealized version of this person and then you get married and that person doesn't have those qualities anymore? What if they lose a job, or what if they get sick and you're in a position where you have to take care of that person? So no longer it's like an investment or an addition to your life, but what if that person becomes a liability then? Do they not matter anymore because of your choice to commit to that person was based on the qualities that they were bringing to the table? Recently, I was going on dates with this guy who made me kind of hopeful about the future. It was one of the few dates in a while where I felt like this could really go somewhere. And as you know, ladies, fantasies or thinking ahead can really get into your head. And I guess because I was so hopeful about this potentially going somewhere, potentially turning into more, I guess I ignored some red flags or even like yellow flags that only with distance and time that I was able to see how intense that he came across in the beginning and how intensity doesn't necessarily translate to the healthiest relationship. And, you know, when this relationship didn't go anywhere, I felt pretty sad about it. I felt disappointed. I kept rethinking and overanalyzing the conversations that we had, or I kept going inside of me, like internalizing a lot of things and feeling like, was it because I wasn't good enough? Was it because I wasn't funny enough? Was it because I overshared, or I did this, yada, yada, yada? And maybe those were some of the reasons. I mean, I would never know. I'm really trying not to go to that place of overanalyzing anything. But the more I try to internalize, the more miserable I've become. And at one point, I really had to stop myself. I really had to stop myself and say, why am I internalizing these things? Like, this guy not choosing me has nothing to do with my worth, has nothing to do with my value. I was the same person before this guy came around into my life. I was doing well. Actually, I was enjoying my singleness. I was even off the dating app because I just wanted to live in peace. When it didn't go anywhere, I got really disappointed, which led me to kind of spiral and internalize why it didn't go the way I wanted to. And I'm realizing now, with some distance, with some perspective, that it had nothing to do with me. And as I said, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Maybe there were certain things that I said that turned him off, or whatever it is. I would never know because he ghosted. But the conclusion that I came across was, you don't have to be perfect to be loved. You don't have to be a certain way to be loved. If it was the right person for you, he or she would have loved you regardless of your flaws. Maybe you sharing too much or being emotionally vulnerable on the first, second, or third date. If it was the wrong person, they would think, oh, this person is too much. If it's the right person, they would think, oh, I really love how vulnerable and transparent this person is. Maybe you're being a little guarded. If it's the wrong person, they would think, oh, this person is too guarded for me. If it's the right person, they would think, I love how discerning this person is. This person seems very private and I love that about this person. Maybe if your laugh sounds too funny, like ha 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 ha, like the wrong person would think that's a turnoff, but the right person would dig it. The right person would be like, I love the way this person laughs. If you like pineapple on pizza, the right person would be like, me too. The wrong person would be like, oh my gosh, what a freak. Who puts pineapple on pizza? I mean, I like pineapple on pizza, so if you don't like it, then maybe you're not my person. But do you get it? Like, you don't have to be a certain way to be loved. That's the whole point of being loved, that it's unconditional. I mean, I digress. Unconditional love, I don't think it really exists, especially when it comes to romantic relationship. But I guess what I'm trying to refer to more is like attraction. You don't have to be perfect to gain anybody's love. If he was the person for you, if she was the person for you, as long as you present yourself as you are and you show up on a date as you are, it didn't go anywhere because he wasn't meant to be or she wasn't meant to be. It's not because of what's wrong with you. It's not because you were too much. It's not because you were too little, too less, too much, too big, too small, whatever. It just means that person wasn't for you and maybe you weren't for that person. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. And the right person would never make you feel like you are too much. The right person will see you for who you are and fall in love with the essence of who you are, whether that's the fact that you shop a lot, whether that's the fact that you laugh a lot, whether that's the fact that you're a little guarded, you're a little too skinny, too tall, too thick, too short, I don't know. But the right person would actually appreciate the essence of who you are. Don't let that one experience taint the whole dating experience for you. And believe that as long as you're showing up as your authentic self, that the right person will find you. That's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.